Hello everybody, I'm Jason Wong, the Realtor Broker here in the state of Hawaii. Today the topic is about when will be a good time to market or list your property for sale. Traditionally, we always thought about springtime is a good time to list the property because it's not too cold, especially in the mainland, like you have four season climate, right? And during the winter time, there's so many holidays, and most people they probably won't be interested to looking for anything to purchase until the following year. And sometimes it's also out of the tax purpose. They want to see how much tax they need to pay. So sometimes people they will kind of wait until they get all the accounting, tax filing, everything are done before they thinking about whether they want to upgrade the living or they buy another investment property. So traditionally, really, most people would recommend a homeowner to market or to sell the property in springtime like March, April, May. When the sun, the daylight is longer, the sun is more, you have more sunshine, typically, and it's more pleasant because the temperature usually getting warmer as well. There's nothing wrong about it, okay? But here in Hawaii, especially in Honolulu, to be quite honest with you, almost every seasons and also every month will be okay to list and sell property. And the reason for that is we are in a very unique market situation. We don't have we're surrounded by the ocean. So the thing is, there are mostly two type of buyer. One is people who are born here and they live here, so they're looking for properties to purchase. And then the second one is they flew in. Or actually, I think that third one is if they buy the cruise, they go on the cruise and then they come to Hawaii. But usually it's people fly in or they the local buyers here. And because we have only mostly like one season climate. I mean, we live here, so we know the difference between the summertime and also the winter time. But to a lot of non-local residents, the changes is actually felt mild. You get more high surf in the winter time, and also a little bit more windy in the wintertime as well. And also the sunlight also tends to be shorter in the winter time. But in general, you can still wear tank top, short and your sandal to go anywhere. Is perfectly fine, like 365 days. So with that being said, why do I believe about every month is a good month to list and to market properties here in Honolulu? We really, we always thought about traditionally, probably will be Canadian holidays or American holidays. We have these tourists coming over or buyer coming over to look at properties. But recently, I have discovered that not everybody follow that kind of traditional holiday schedule to come to Hawaii to look for properties. Especially like our hotel rates is quite expensive, so a lot of savvy investor they would rather to come in during the non-peak season, meaning is after the holiday or before the holiday, usually after the holidays. So for example, after the Thanksgiving weekend and then the following week, or after the Christmas or New Year the following week, then the hotel rates usually is more approachable, and also most of the attraction in Honolulu is also less crowded, so you can go to place much easier. And what I found here is if homeowner they think about, I will only market my house in springtime, you actually quite limited because here we have trees, grass, flowers blooming, like 12 months in like every month. So there's no real springtime here in Honolulu. And secondly, since we have all these out of state interests coming in at different calendar month or weeks, and it actually helps for you to kind of like put your properties out when other homeowner also thought about, oh, you know what, I should withdraw my listing, or I should stop selling it, or I should hold off from marketing it until a couple months later when March is here. And at this time, if you're one of those homeowners that actually put your properties out for sale, like let's say maybe in November, okay, then you actually get the most attention, because you in the marketplace you don't have too many options and choices, and we do have a lot of serious buyer and investor coming over here, whether they're looking for a corporate retreat or a second home that they really enjoy, because for the whole family from time to time to spend time here in their own place rather than check into the hotel. So yeah, definitely that springtime selling your house or market your house, I mean, there's certain truth about it when in the 48th state, but in state of Hawaii, actually you don't need to follow that rule. Anytime is better, and especially if the mentality about other homeowner or your neighbors are thinking about doing it in the springtime, you should be the first one to start putting it out for sale right now. Doesn't matter even in December. In Vancouver, it's funny. I actually have took the listing on Christmas Day. Okay, Christmas Day. The couple actually is from Ontario, and I just helped them to sell their vacation condo in downtown Vancouver. And guess what? You won't believe me. I actually did the whole open house as well. Okay, and I got it sold on January 1st. No, I really did. So I listed on December 25th, and I got it sold on January 1st to a family who actually came from Hong Kong, who's looking for yeah, a decent place, decent size, but not too way too expensive, but in a penthouse level. So they saw it and they told me about they don't have any too many options, and they are so happy about I was one of the few agents who actually did the open house during the holiday week when most people they're actually away. So sometimes again, this actually resonated really well about the previous segment that I have mentioned about choosing your realtor is very important, and you have the right to know about the business model that realtor that you shortlist, how he or she operate on a day-to-day basis. If let's say they are more into mass market, meaning they have more than 8 to 10 listings, like let's say they have close to 20 listings in the inventory, I pretty much guarantee they are running in a team environment, meaning they have different people working on different component of the transaction, and very likely the service that you receive will be based on multiple individual, not just the person that you sign the listing with. The person that you sign the listing with, usually that person will be working on another new listing. So if you want more like a personable, more personal approach, that you just want to talk to one realtor, especially for sensitive time. Sometimes I have clients, the couple, they are actually entering separation agreement or divorce, or they are dealing with the custody of the kids, or splitting asset, or even maybe one of the parents pass away, or both parents pass away, and then the siblings, they are trying to liquidate the asset, and then settle the estate. So all these are considered to be a very sensitive, and also you need some professional who can dedicate some time to kind of like listen to your story and help you. If you just go for the mass market one, the attention that you are getting may not be as much as you expect, because after they're dealing with more than 100 listings at a time, and in that case, how can you expect them 24 hours to kind of like split evenly to these 100 owners out there? So you make the judgment call to see like who do you think will be the one to give you the right amount of attention and to do the job right. And as I said, we don't typical real estate agent or brokers, we are on commission based only. We are not on salary. Include myself is only commission based. So if I don't get a property sold, all the marketing costs it's just write off. I won't go back to ask my clients to reimburse me for all the overhead expenses that I incur while I try to market certain listings. It happens. I mean, listing that it may take more than 2 rounds in order to get sold. It may not be the realtor fault, but sometimes it's just the economy and also the migration of the people. At one time, you may not have too many people moving to Oahu, and that's also impact. But the next year or next quarter, you suddenly have a lot more demand because there's a family try to come to Hawaii and they want to realize the dream of living in the paradise. So yeah, so don't get discouraged. You may have a good realtor, but it's just the timing. So the thing is if the realtor is doing a good job for you, then stick with it, okay? But other than that, I have to be honestly say about there's no perfect way of marketing property except your gut feeling, your instinct or your gut feeling, okay? To feel like whether this person will be this agent, I should say, this broker, this agent will be able to help you to sell your property successfully. Instinct here will tell you, yeah. So sometimes like you don't need other people to tell you about, yeah, she is good or he is good or she is so you know whether the person will do the job for you or whatnot. So yeah, once again, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you have any comment, please leave it below, or if you want to send me an email, send it to my personal email, is fine. Otherwise, yeah, put on your notification button, then whenever I upload new segment, then you will be the first to see. Okay, thank you.